More than a generation, the Liberals had been committed to loosening Britain's grip on Ireland with a form of devolution or Home Rule. But they'd always been angrily opposed by the Protestant majority in Ulster. In April 1912, Asquith tried again. Under the leadership of the lawyer and QC Sir Edward Carson, the Ulster Unionists started organising fellow Protestants, and the Tories were with him. At a vast meeting here in Belfast, Edward Carson challenged the crowd to raise their hands and declare that never, under any circumstances, will we submit to Home Rule. Even the leader of the Conservative Party, standing beside Carson, raised his hand as well. And then they set out to get the entire Unionist population of Northern Ireland to sign an oath of resistance, not just with speeches and pens, but if necessary, bullets and bayonets too. This oath was called the Ulster Covenant, and in the end, nearly 500,000 people signed it, including a man called Fred Crawford, who, to show his dedication to the cause, signed in his own blood. In January 1913, the Unionists formed the Ulster Volunteer Force to defend the northern counties of Ireland against British attempts to enforce Home Rule. Some 100,000 men joined up, armed with half a dozen machine guns and 50,000 rifles, mainly smuggled from Germany. This wasn't just about Ireland. All across Britain, huge sums of money were being raised for the Unionist cause. In Liverpool shipyards and Hammersmith pubs, working men were secretly stockpiling massive quantities of arms. Lorries were jolting across the roads of England and Scotland with secret cargoes of guns and ammunition. Young men were slipping quietly away from their homes to go across the water and fight for Ulster, because for many people, the loss of Britain's first colony would be the beginning of the end for that great imperial power, Britannia. On the 20th of March 1914, British troops based near Dublin were ordered to prepare to move north to Ulster. The commander of British forces in Ireland, Lieutenant General Sir Arthur Paget, was worried by the orders because many of his men were from Protestant Unionist families. Paget sent an urgent secret telegram to the War Office. All but 2 officers resigning their commissions today. Fear men will refuse to move. From London, silence. Paget sent another telegram. Brigadier and 57 officers prefer to accept dismissal if ordered north. For a large swathe of the British Army in Ireland, this was close to outright mutiny. The government sent a battle fleet to the Ulster coast. If it comes to rebellion and civil war, Winston Churchill said, the government will fight to win it. In the end, the rebellion was stopped dead in its tracks, not by troops, not by battleships, but by the Great War. Within weeks, the men of the Ulster Volunteer Force would be reorganised into the 36th Ulster Division, and their action in battle would be so heroic, the scale of their slaughter so overwhelming, that the idea of betraying their memory by imposing a single united Ireland disappeared from most British minds.